Hello, guys and gals. I just wanted to give you my quick review of Last of Us Part 2. First of all, I'm gonna give spoilers right away, so if you haven't played it yet, maybe you don't want to listen to this because there's gonna be spoilers. This is the first and last warning. Spoilers alert. Alright? So, The Last of Us Part 2, for me, I used to criticize it a lot, but I was wrong. I was dead wrong. I could not have been more wrong. If you watch, for example, Smash JT's video, who's said it was the best game he's ever played, at the time I did not agree with him, and I was dead wrong. This is God tier to me now. It is the same as Death Stranding, Halo 3, Sonic Generations. This part is one of my favorite games of all time. Why was I wrong? Why did not I realize it at the time? It's because I'd watched plenty of reviews, like Angry Joe's reviews, which usually I agree with his reviews. And I've watched a stream, a playthrough through streaming, but I'd missed some very very critical scenes. And so when you want to judge a story-oriented game like this, be careful, and maybe if you watch a stream of it, don't miss anything, because what I missed was critical. So The Last of Us Part 2, people usually hate Abby for some reason. Like most reviewers, they can't stand her, and they don't like the story, and I think they completely missed the mark. Let me explain why real quick. At the end of The Last of Us Part 1, when Joel goes to save Ellie, you're at the scene in the operation room, and the doctor is looking at you with a knife like that, and as Joel, you're forced to kill him. You don't have a choice. You're forced to kill him, and then you're not forced to kill the two assistants, but you are forced to kill the doctor. And I did not want to do it. I'm like, I just want to take Abby and leave. Why would I kill a doctor that's going to save lives from the rest of the Fireflies? A doctor is very important in a post-apocalyptic world. You don't want to kill them. But I was forced, and I did not like it. But then you learn in Last of Us Part 2 that in fact the doctor that you killed was Abby's father. And I got news for you. If you kill fathers, if you kill people in life, fathers, mothers, children, parents, the rest of their family will hunt you down. They will hunt you to the ends of earth. If you touch my wife, I will hunt you even if you move to the other side of the world, okay? If you go on Mars, I will find a way to go there and hunt you down, okay? If you kill my dad, I will find a way to find you and make you pay for it. So Joel, having done that, he wanted to save Ellie. That's perfectly fine. Everybody was fine with that. It's what parents do. Okay, they might even put our race in jeopardy to save their own children. 100% okay with that. But you want to kill somebody's dad? It's totally normal what Abby went through and what she did. I don't blame her for it. And Ellie, I don't blame her either. But once she learns what Joel has done, I also understand that at the back of her mind, at the end of the Last of Us Part 2, she doesn't want to go through with it. And she realizes that it's gotta end. It all makes sense. The story of The Last of Us Part 2 is the best story. The best revenge story that's ever been written. Yes, I mark my words. The best revenge story that's ever been written. I have never been so emotional, so invested in a story than Last of Us Part 2. It is a masterpiece, and it's story-wise, graphics. Are you kidding me? The graphics in this game for $60. How did they do this? How did they make a game like this? Every other game looks like it's made from a garage next to this. It's just every single scene is I couldn't describe them, but every single scene, I cannot just pinpoint one. All of them are absolutely gorgeous, magnificent, and you just have to play through it. Don't watch videos on YouTube; they will not do it justice. You play it on the big screen, as close to the telly as possible. Your nose on it if you can, to see all the details. It's how gorgeous it is, and the audio is just when you're on the rooftops with Abby and you hear the wind. It's so much details and everything. When you go on a workbench and you just upgrade your weapons, the way the Abby and Ellie handle their weapons, it's so much details put into that, so much realism, so much care, so much love, so much passion for this game. For me now, Neil Druckmann is almost the same as Hideo Kojima, a god tier directors. So for me, if you can't tell yet, The Last of Us Part 2 is a 10 out of 10 game. And to me, anybody who says that, like I used to think, that it was not a 10 out of 10 game, I could not have been more wrong. And I'm mad at myself in a way, because I should have known better. And I should have never voiced my opinion without trying it. And instead of judging the 10 reviews that I had watched and the playthrough that I had watched, no, I should have played it for myself and then judged it. So I was wrong. And I mean, people can be wrong. I'm just one person, but just warning you: play a game in full before judging it, because this is a 10 out of 10 game, and people who criticize it, I don't understand. I don't understand them. I really can't understand them. Except if I would understand if they haven't played through it completely, they stopped or something at the very beginning and they didn't even try it. But people who finished it and did not like it, I don't get it, man. I really don't get it, because it all makes perfect sense, story-wise, and everything that goes around the story is just, yeah, it's 10 out of 10. So I finished playing it, and I'm sure I'm going to play it again a second time to get all the trophies, because it's worth it. It deserves it. It's I'm going also to order a physical. I bought a digital version, but I'm going to order a physical copy because I want that on my shelf. I don't buy a lot of physical games these days, but this is one that I want on my shelf. Just look at it and remind me, yes, The Last of Us Part 2, you are one of the very best game ever made. And even my wife is not into gaming, but I will make her play. She loves dystopian movies. I will make her play through that because this is that good. So there you go. Much love for Last of Us Part 2 and Neil Druckmann. Hopefully we have a Last of Us Part 3 one day that's as good as that, but wow, this is going to be hard to equal that. So congrats Neil Druckmann and Naughty Dog. Keep it up.